Hi everyone, this side Arohi from Pyfit Technologies IT Park Mohali. Today we'll study about Pi Audio Module. By using Pi Audio Module, we can record and play the audios. Before moving to this module, I want you to understand the basics of audio signal. So let's start with the basics of audio signal. So we'll study about frequency, what is amplitude, crest, trough, cycle and wavelength. So after knowing these things, then we'll move forward towards our next topic, Pi audio module. So let's start with the very first thing, amplitude. Now amplitude is the highest or the peak of the waveform. It is the force or power of the wave. The higher power means the higher power or the higher amplitude will form the higher peaks, right? So that simply means the waveform which have high amplitude, it is because of the high power or high force. Next is wavelength. So wavelength simply means the distance between two crests. See what are crests? Crests are the highest point of the peak and troughs are the lowest point of the peaks. So the distance between two crests or two troughs or distance between the two similar points is called wavelength, right? So this is the wavelength. Next thing is frequency. So if you see these two frequencies, this is a high frequency and this wave is showing us low frequency. So first of all, what is frequency? So frequency simply means how fast signal is changing over time, and this wave have high frequency. So high frequency simply means high pitch. High pitch means shorter wavelength. If you remember from a previous slide, wavelength simply means distance between two crests or two troughs, right? So over here wavelength is short. So high frequency waves will have shorter wavelength. That means higher pitch, right? And low frequency waves will be having this long wavelength. Why long wavelength? Because this is a low frequency wave. Low frequency means low pitch, and low pitch simply means distance between two crests or distance between two troughs is more, right? And in high frequency waves, we have more number of cycles. Now what are cycle? Cycle simply means one complete upward and one complete downward movement of a wave is called cycle. So in high frequency waves, we have more cycles, and in low frequency waves, we have less number of cycles. Let's see it in more detail. So if you'll see this first wave, see, we are having only one cycle, right? This is one cycle. And over here, we have more cycles. How many cycles are there? One complete upward and one complete downward movements ending over here. And then this is the next cycle. And then this is the third cycle. And in this way, we are having five cycles. Means more number of cycle means high frequency. High frequency means shorter wavelength and pitch is high. And this low frequency means longer wavelength, means distance between two crests or two troughs is low. So these are the basics of audio signal. So now let's start with the Pi audio module. Now Pi audio module, I've told you in the beginning of the class also, Pi audio module is used for recording and used for playing audios. Now let's understand about Pi audio module. So first of all, I'll be starting with the basic flow of Pi audio module. So whenever we want to use any module, we know like we need to import the module. So this is what I'm doing over here. I'm importing a module by this Pi audio. So you need to install it first by using pip install Pi audio. And once you install, you can import it by using this way. And then we are creating an instance of Pi audio. So this is a Pi audio module, and from this Pi audio module I'm calling Pi audio class and I'm storing it in a variable. This is how we can create an instance of a Pi audio. And once you create an instance, whenever you want to record or play a audio, you need to open a stream first. So using this open method of Pi Audio, we can open a stream. Means whenever you want to record or play audio, you need to open a stream. After opening a stream, then we start the stream by using start underscore stream method. And after completing our work, we need to close the stream by using this close method. So now what is stream? So streaming is a method of transmitting or receiving data in continuous flow. And we can play audio or video while rest of the data is still being received. So this is what streaming is. So let's see in more detail. So in this example, what I'm doing is I'm importing PyAudio module first of all, and then I'm creating an instance of it, and then I'm opening a stream. From the previous slide, I've told you after creating an instance, we need to open a stream. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm opening a stream. So when you open a stream, so these are the parameter which you need to define: rate, format, channel, input, output, and frames per buffer. So let's understand each of them one by one. So first one is rate. So what is rate? So rate simply means sampling frequency. Now what, and this sampling frequency usually be 44.1 kilohertz or 48 kilohertz, right? So let's discuss more about it. So sampling frequency means this cycle. One complete upward and one complete downward movement in a wave is called cycle, and this is called rate. The rate which we are discussing over here, this is also known as sampling frequency. So, and over here we have mentioned usually sampling frequency is 44.1 kilohertz or 48 kilohertz. So 48 kilohertz means 48,000 cycles per second, and 44.1 means we will be having 44,000 cycles per second, 44,000 complete upward downward movement in a wave per second. So this we need to define while opening a stream, like how many cycles we want in want per second, right? So that simply means, okay, in our case, what I have written over here is usually we are using 44.1 kilohertz and 48,000 hertz frequency. And what if we have, let's suppose we want to draw a wave for 1 hertz frequency. This is a simpler example to understand the previous example. Let's suppose we want to draw a wave for 1 hertz frequency. That simply means 1 cycle per second, right? This is 1 cycle per second, so this is a very low frequency. And let's suppose now we want to plot a wave of 5 hertz. 5 hertz means 5 cycles per second. So if we compare these both two waves, so this particular wave have higher number of cycles, right? So this wave is comparatively have high frequency if we compare with this wave. So that's why I've told you high frequency means there are more number of cycles per second. So clear about rate, the first thing, this we have to give us ourselves only. And next parameter is format. Now what is format? Format is also called bit depth, and it is usually 16 or 24 bits. Let's understand about it. So format is also called bit depth. And as we have heard about video resolution, in the same way, audio resolution topic is also there. So this particular thing helps us for audio resolution. So the more bit depth, bit depth simply means more good quality of audio. And when you have when a bit depth is too low, that means recording is not that much accurate, right? More bits means accuracy, and less number of bits means not good quality video audio. So 16 bits means 2 bytes, right? 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, and if we are talking about 16 bits over here, that means 2 bytes. So 16 bits means there are 16 digits in a word, and each of them would be 0 or 1. And 24 bits simply means 24 digits in a word, and each of them would be 1 or 0. And as I've told you, more bits means more accurate audio. Why? Because when we are storing more data, 24 bits means in a word we are storing 24 alphabets or 24 digits, right? So if we have more data, that means we'll be getting more accurate things. And if we have less number of bits, that means we are storing less number of data. That means less accurate work. Clear? So usually in our audio tracks, we'll be using this particular frequency, and bit depth most of the time we use 24. So second parameter is also clear? Right. Now the third one is channels. So channels are how many number of audio channels we want to use. So normally there are two kind of channels, or this mono channels and stereo channels. So stereo channels provide us more good quality as compared to mono channels. So that's why we use stereo channels. But it is optional. You can even use mono channels or you can use stereo channels. So this is the basic of audio signal and Pi audio module. Now in my next tutorial, I'll explain you the code of how to record and how to play audios. Thank you.